Sometimes it's hard to know which way you're supposed to go, but deep inside, you know you're strong. If you follow your heart, you can't be wrong. Sometimes it's hard to see just what's your destiny, but when you find the path that's true, you'll know that's the one for you. Stand up for what is right, be brave, you're ready to fight, hold on, we're friends for life, and if we come together as one, complete the quest we've begun, we will win the battle, moving on. Time is now, the game's begun. Together we will fight as one. Each of us in our own way can make this world a better place. Stand up for what is right, be brave, you're ready to fight, hold on, we're friends for life, and if we come together as one, complete the quest we've begun, we will win the battle, moving on. Just when it seems that you are lost and all alone, you will find the courage and the strength to carry on. And if you fall along the way, have the faith you'll be okay, 'cause your friends are there for you, reaching out to pull you through. Stand up for what is right, be brave, you're ready to fight, hold on, we're friends for life, and if we come together as one, complete the quest we've begun, we will win the battle, moving on.
Are we all good, people? If any of you are on the other side, that is. I'm ready to get this going pretty much as soon as possible, if that's fine with all of you. Again, that my controller can only work if the game is on. And yes, we are back with Pokemon Platinum. After doing a short stream of this only a few days ago, stating that I would be returning this Saturday, which I am, because it's Saturday right now. Sometime after 7 PM, because I have finished work a few hours ago, had food, and have not one piece of work until Tuesday. So I've got Sunday, the rest of the day, Sunday and Monday, all to myself, which is absolutely brilliant. So just so we can catch up, with the team that we currently have for this single stage run playthrough thingy majiggy. We have a Girafarig, a Pokemon that has appeared on the channel before. Twice, I think, actually, for this. Because Girafarig was also obtainable in, well, as a Johto Pokemon for the normal type playthrough in Crystal from many years ago, where it was the MVP. And then the Hard Gold playthrough of just Psychic types, where that was long, arduous, and Girafarig did not do well at all. Because it does well against other normal types, but against other Psychic types, always got horribly outclassed. Definitely faring a lot better here. So I don't know if the graphic I got in that playthrough was just bad. Because the Slowking in that was bad, seeing as I got one with an adamant nature. And I don't know if I definitely did not check the stats of the Pokemon, but it was not good. Rotom, a Pokemon that I rarely ever get to use, because either it's in this form where it's really frail, and is not the best because it does not have legendary stats, even though it plays legendary music. And in the original Diamond Pearl, you could not get Rotom until the end of the game. Like it appears in the same place, but until you be in the Hall of, like, go on the Hall of Fame with everything, you couldn't get one. They changed that in Platinum Wolf. But even then, the forms of it for the different appliances are like a weird connectivity DLC kind of thing, which I think you can set up on an emulator now. I've never done so, but I'm not going to try it and just gonna not include it for this playthrough. But it also requires the Galactic building as well, and I want to say it's only possible in the post game. Who knows? But even in Gen 5, when they give the forms new types, and you get rid of the Ghost, you still can't use them because they're really far away and Rotom's not normally accessible. So it's only ever good for VEC and Smolov. It's one of a few Sinnoh Pokemon that most people would just never get. Because if it was just the odd Keystone at night, no problem. Because it involves talking to 32 people in the underground. Yeah, no one does that. So that's why I chose it as my starter. And Tropius, who we caught in the last episode. A really nice adamant nature. And a moveset that I'm pretty sure is just going to be the final moveset from until the end, really. And I guess we could consider Charup as well, even though Charup is just the flyer and the defogger alongside Hitchin. That's the reason that's why Charup's still here. We have had other team members on the way, specifically a Pachirisu, but I saw the attacking stats and they were woeful. Basically, horrible bad. So instead, well, Pachirisu was still on the team, but you know, that I took my grass type on, and no, I did not attempt to get Carnivine. Kind of. Well, it was more because of the attainment method required the Great March, which is where Banana came from. It was still really annoying to set up because it's daily, and it's only like a chance for it to even happen. You can look up the obtaining method, but it's daily and a chance. And because I had to break the law of time to get Banana in the first place, and it's another grass type, I felt like there's no reason to get it. Because a grass type that I'm pretty sure was slow, but equal like a Tiger Special that can have Levitate does not sound like a good idea. I don't mind the design, especially with the mouth literally being the Venus Flytrap. But at the same time, the stats don't help it, and arguably Tropius could be considered the same. But here's the thing. My 4 main Mons, yeah, 2 of them are from Sinnoh. But if I included Carnivine instead of Banana, that would have been 3 of the team are from Sinnoh, instead of at least half are not. And the final team member is so far away that I may not even get it in this episode. Like, it's endgame worthy. Like, Mount Coronet Summit world. But let us crack on with this episode. And this is all gonna go because I'm gonna combine this with the previous one I had. Let's go for the moon. And immediately swap because I do need 981 to take a bit of a break. iPod news or none of it. Nope, not the experience share. Good thing we don't need that anymore because our team are mostly the same level. And that was not exactly intentional, it slowly happened over time. I guess that's what happens when you just try to balance it out and everything. You don't overtly use one team member. I'm not saying that I've not had that happen before. But it definitely can happen if you wait a while for a new team member. And I know there's occasionally times when it's better to wait to get a new team member in some of the playthroughs I've done, but I've always thought it's often better, or at least I prefer it, to get it as soon as possible. Just so I have more time with the Pokemon, regardless if it's better to get it late. Because at least then it means that my main Pokemon, or at least the ones that I have at the time, are not gonna overshoot in such a way that I have to either use the experience share or switch train a lot. Because we're not reached the point of the default yet. But I still want to think the repel. There you are. So as we go through these battles, I should mention behind me, if you can just about tell. Why is that so small? But, I don't even get the chance to talk about the game that I do I from. I know. And I was also at some point about to discuss in this stream that when I tried to do a bit of a workout yesterday, for whatever reason, and I couldn't kind of figure out why, but pretty much I did about 40 or so arm curls, and when I tried to do like another exercise involving a similar movement like this, like, it's hard to show, but like that part of my arm tensed up a lot, and trying to do the motion for this hurt so fucking much. Right, so I'm gonna have to do this without my headphones on because it's gonna fuck up the wires. But I can't hear anything, but I can at least see it, and you can still hear me. Alright, well, let's just go for full screen. No matter how much I'm even attempt to edit this, it's how far do I have to go from here? Is this good enough, people? Well, my head's basically in the top of it, so I should mention weights are 2.5 kilos each side. That's 5, and then I don't know how much the back's a bit anyway, but get these 30 out. I couldn't have put a 30 in the timer. Can't just like backpack 40. Hey. 5. And 15. 20. god, you can't even hit any of them. Yes. There's a lot more of those. You can do a damn thing. Well, because my arms would be dead. Although I'm surprised that you haven't seen the other one. Ugh. But yes, I did, as I said, did 40 Uncles yesterday at like about 8 PM. So, you know, already after a long day of work. And my arms. Well, they were a thing that Gobbo came up with years ago. I don't know how much. Like, when I tried to search them up, they were not the thing that he thought that they were. But the movements, like. I think it's doing this. That's what we agreed upon before. I wouldn't know, because no one Gobbo talks to me much. Oh, come on, why do you happen to have Sucker Punch? And the fact that it has additional priority over me. Bish. So hi Ramen, how are you doing this evening? Well, I've got 2 days off by now, so I'm living well. Especially as I am drinking cider as well, specifically strawberry and lime flavor. I feel like my webcam is now too low. It's the problem when you move it up, you forget to move it back down again. You know, relaxing. The heat's not been as bad as it has been early in the week. Because it was awful yesterday and the day before. And even though I didn't see much rain, apparently there was some. Yeah, that is a great game. And behind things I've been doing a bit, not the great amount of like a Lord of the Rings. I think the problem is I'm too used to playing the Lego games with having something on the side that I want to play Lord of the Rings properly. Which just means not having anything attempt to distract me, not even Discord. Because it kind of literally just plays like a Lego version of the movie straight up, like with the voice lines. Because yeah, it was okay. It wasn't the Lego Batman 2 was the first one to have like proper dialogue in the game itself, but Lord of the Rings decided we're just gonna have the movie audio. I don't know if they like straight up just. I feel like they would have just ripped it. Oh. Well, it kind of does, but I meant Lord of the Rings does that. And I think they do so for the hobby as well. Because it's not like Lego Harry Potter, like both of those where they were made before Lego Batman 2, so they didn't do that. But ever since Lego Batman 2 that they said we're gonna have actual voice acting, not the usual grunts you would hear. I only say kind of because it's in the entire Lego universe itself. Anything to do with Lego City and kind of count those commercials. I'm surprised Legacy Undercover never got a sequel at all. Is it because they made it Wii U exclusive and then had to edit it for a multi-console release? That's why we never got Lego. We got a sequel to the Lego Movie, including the game version, which not many people liked, but let's not make one to Undercover, which a lot of people say is arguably the best one. At least one of them. Like, it's in the top lot of all Lego games. But I'm trying to think, what could the others be apart from like the original three of Witch Saga, Indiana Jones, and Batman? Even then, you could say like some of those are a bit limited. Because well, with Batman, you are just limited to playing essentially two characters. For the hero stuff. Because at no point do they think, well, we have Batgirl and Nightwing in that game, let's use them for some mission now. Okay, and then like I said, they have the flow of like all 6 movies. Plus a lot of extra stuff. And challenges and super story. And the Indiana Jones, I've not watched the movies recently enough to have an opinion on the game itself, really. Outside of parts of it was kind of annoying to do. It's the only other one I think of that in the upper echelon of Lego games would be Lego Marvel Superheroes, specifically the first one. And I think that's mostly because that was before they could not just have like Marvel's different properties in one game, because you know it was the one that had the X-Men, Fantastic Four, just everyone. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, because they used comics, so it was before that movie came out. And then you had the MCU one. I have. Not completely fine. I know like a movie game's been on there, but part of me is like I want to watch the movie again before playing it because I barely remember the plot of the movie at all. Apart from I know Batman's in it. I know it's honestly about it from the Lego movie. I'd rather watch the movie before I play the game again. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I've heard it's great. But it's been so long since I remember watching it. I want to start watching it in theaters. Because especially, you know, when it's back in 2014, my mind was not thinking I need to watch it again. Yes, I do know it has Chris Pratt in it, and for some reason he just gets put into anything involving voice acting now. Because you go ahead and do that and wait for the 30 minutes for the encore to and here is the default that I was mentioning earlier. But watch it fly away. See, if you don't do that, you will be missing pretty much every single attack you even attempt to make. And what's really annoying is that if you go back onto this route, do I have to go further down or something? Ah, fuck, I could escape it! I was trying to show something off. And I'm not the biggest fan of. You get rid of the fog. You go into another route, you go back onto the original route, and then it comes back. Like, yes, they follow that same method with stuff like cut, rock smash and strength, and any other HM things. You're not even. So at least it's not after any battle, but if I go south. Okay. Okay, back into Salvation Town for 210. And then also this grass is too tall for us to do anything in. Like what Route 119 going all over again. Oh come on, don't lie to me now. I've had really? It's actually gone? Because I remember on the other side in Celeste again, you go onto there, go back onto this route, and it will come back with a vengeance. Yeah, it's okay if we can try and circle back to what I was discussing. I discussed the part of my arm curl problem of doing too many minutes in my arm. Gave me a lot of pain, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try and do anymore. I know there's no pain, no gain, but there was also a point of when it is too much pain, and I wanted to stop. Like, how bad it felt was the equivalent of getting a cramp in my thigh. Calf. That is the equivalent of pain I had. I've had that before when I went to the gym years ago. But yeah, I have seen it is my body trying to get used to doing it again, especially that much. Are they just going to do that all of the time, or were they only doing that because it was exhausting at work and trying to do that at 8 PM wasn't the best of ideas? Yeah. This beam missile is really going to hit all 5 times? Glad they didn't have such bugs and everything does. But with that discussion out of the way, yes, the gaming chair. Because I'm pretty sure I did mention in my last stream that my chair, the office chair, essentially gave it back. So you were trying to lean back, and it would full on just collapse, and it would make it you pull the pin out for it to go back. When you haven't. So no matter what I did to repair it, it was fine. So I very quickly decided to get one off from Amazon because Facebook Marketplace, I can't trust it. Because when I tried to find a fridge, all I saw was terribleness. Like stuff that was either unable to deliver to where I was, cheap and more shit, or had so much extra stuff with it that I was like, no, I'm just gonna get it from IKEA. But it was kind of the same whole plan with this. Just cannot trust it. Not even a way of like I've been scammed or something. No, it's just there is just so much wrong with it that it is just a worse eBay. Because I can mostly trust eBay. A lot of the time it's just you have to go to sellers that at least have a decent record and can be proven that they haven't just made of their stance up with balls or something. at least it's like high enough because it's usually like if it's 100% or like 99, then it's fine. Often, I think the rule is that if it's not like below 97%, it's aren't trusted. A lot of mine seem trustworthy enough. Then again, a lot of my stuff is old Transformers figures and occasional old games. So it's not been the most expensive of expenditures. Yeah, this one is cost me what, 60 quid? Light blue and black because the original pure black offset felt a bit doom and gloom, so I thought might as well go a bit of blue in it. But I didn't want to spend so much money because offsets are really expensive now, especially the £85 minimum. And trying to find one even on Amazon itself for it to be delivered soon was not helpful. Oh, and trying to go elsewhere usually needs minimum 100 quid. I know you can get good ones for a lot of money, but I'm surprisingly not made of money. Yuck. And this is going from someone that was at some point wanting to buy Titan class Tidal Wave, which currently is sitting about just above £200, I want to say. But that's considering not have actually bought. But then I have bought 2 Commander class figures nearly for full price, with one coming in October. So yeah. I do have that. But the difference is that those are 2 like separate payment split over a long period of time, in a way. Not 200 quid on the counter. I'm wanting it to go down a bit because if Star Convoy managed to go down to like what, below 150 at some point on Amazon, surely Tyler can do the same unless he's just not being sold on Amazon at all. I had to walk up elsewhere to find him. I don't think eBay was much help either. Often eBay isn't helpful in some cases. Like there is this one version of it's an SCCC exclusive of Nemesis Prime from like the mid to late 2000s, and trying to find it on eBay is impossible because you find other Nemesis Prime. Even if you exclusively put like SCCC in, it just cannot be found. I'm guessing because it's just that rare, they never like remade the figure. It looks so good and I'll never be able to get it! Because it's, I know it's an odd Nemesis Prime because it doesn't have red tinted windows, but it just somehow works really well for that figure. And because it was an exclusive from years ago, it doesn't exist. Nor does Cybertron Galvatron, because the only time I was able to find Cybertron Galvatron pretty much at all was for like £800. Like, did this figure even shift? Or does no one want to sell theirs? And it's like, it's a bit cheaper when I look at like the American version of eBay. But a lot of the time, anytime I wanted to walk there, it would be like, this does not ship to the UK. What the fuck? What am I meant to do with that information? Nothing. It is such a shame living in Britain sometimes, especially for stuff like that. Store exclusives that just don't exist because, oh, the Target exclusive doesn't exist in this country, so games A6 Starscream is not happening. At least I don't even know if it's anywhere within this country, to be honest. I have not looked, because even though I would kind of want a Skywall, I was like, no. I already have the Siege version, and I'm not needing to get more and more. And I was looking at a bit more and it's like, can I? Not that like I could afford it, but no. I would just say that like the stuff I want to get, some of it is cheap. A lot of it is like paying like what, 30 quid for the logs, and back in the day that would have been closer to a Voyager. Prices are just going up higher and higher, and it's really ridiculous. And why is this Raiju level 36? I'll call it a that one. And that's what you get for having high attack. Yes, the omnibus has kicked into effect. That's how that actually happened as well. I'm glad that because of the priority, it does not get affected by paralysis. I can still be powerful, but my speed is not decreased. Or at least the priority just takes over. 17,000 for that. It's not as good as, you know, buying the old people near the shed mansion. Just out of heart, it's not as much as that. Yeah, that is where you get Draco Meteor down there. Onto another part of Rockline. We ain't getting that. So let's just move on to the next panel, shall we? Gonna try your Ernest? Oh, it's another monolith we don't like to. Shock. Big KO. Oh. Oh, now that okay, that was critical hit. That would be exactly a Sawari. That's one thing is I'm being the only thing going on. Why is it everything really? I mean, yeah, that naturally does happen, but it's a lot faster than it should be. And not like minimum wage is going on much higher, because even though they keep on proposing that there's going to be like a second increase to it. Or is it? Yeah, it's just a way of like, they're saying that they're going to, but no. They're just going to continue the usual one that happens in April, where it's only a slight increase, which I've said before just about covers the interest for it to be essentially what you had before, potentially less if they take more from national insurance and stuff. Which I have not had the due diligence to check whether or not that actually is true. Because, okay, it's not like America where there are just straight up some cases where they have not increased it. Like, oh god, what stain was it where it's like $7 an hour and yet people voted against increasing it? What? It's 2026. If that was in Britain, that would be, I want to say, close to only about $5.50 or something. Imagine that much an hour. You would not be able to live in this country at all. Like, that's just not happening. Like, on Legend, it's closer to 12. Shadow Ball. Isn't it gonna say that 981 really needs it or something? Yes. So I'm just gonna check. Can Rotom learn it naturally? Can't remember. No, it does not. It gets substitute charge and discharge. And yeah, there's only one. So this is exactly. This is just a lot of fun right now. Do you already have insurance? Are you sure you need another move? I mean, I'm pretty sure you are gonna get crunch on you. What do you know? At level 46. I mean, I know that's physical, but you are like. Because of this. Because Shadow Sneak is kind of helpful for a Pokemon with 39 speed. And with A1 special attack. I'm gonna give it. Just an overall better move. I know they're able to get Ominous Wind to work once. That was once. You can learn Rock Tomb. I know you have the odd Keystone in you, but that is odd. I think it's odd. Is it better than Hypnosis? Kind of. Well, at least it's coverage. Coverage that I kind of don't know. I mean, I have Elect. I didn't expect that. And it just means that they will be slower, potentially beating my level of speed. I was also wanting, okay, can get Thunderbolt. Wait, where can I get energy from? Here's a thing. Oh. Yeah, that's not possible. It's energy ball does not exist, pretty much. I kind of do want to give it. I wouldn't mind giving it. Just wish there was infinite use, like in Black and White. I am not using Baton Pass at all. Vegeta, not as good as I think. Now I just don't get to use it. And then the rest of the moves that I have on my disposal are not learnable, especially with no water type to speak. And it's just simple. But when you do look at the ocean and everything, it's not a shot that it's gonna end up like that. Like, it's that vast. Everything is just gonna. Everything is going to evolve in some way. I'm not saying that there are none, there's just none obtainable for me. Because often they're like fossils. Well, living fossils in a way. Legendaries, which I don't use anyways. And otherwise, Giratina would be on this team. That's too powerful. There no doubt is, okay, there's also Quillfish and Corsola. But they are not the best because, well, Corsola gets outclassed by Omastar and Kabuto, and Quillfish gets outclassed by Tentacruel. I want to say that there's none for Gen 1 enough at all because all of them evolve from something pretty much. Yeah, no, there really just isn't any. Gen 5 does have Basculin. But the other one is like, you know, they just are not enough. And then you look into it and it's like, oh, only one Pokemon, i.e. Seichu, was ever given a new evolution. Like, just straight up. The only was a time to get one. I mean, look, yeah, likely because. Okay, Corsola did get one later on in a different form, and I guess Quillfish did as well. But Rennecath is hard to do. Like I said, it is a living fossil. What are you meant to do with that for later stages, apart from having what, break out of the fossil? No. Basculin also got one for Bastion Legion. Yeah, those big ones, just not Rennecath, right in the middle. Also, I do need to get myself another drink. I've already drank my second pop of a can. This can. Back in the book. Turns out, when in camp on couple of them kept turning really quickly. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what I felt. Another Stunky. So I currently have also the 26th of August in the schedule right now. Those are not set in stone, which I say every time. Because if I'm just really tired from work, and knowing that I just have to be in the next day still exhausted, I'd rather just not stream. I want to still stream, you know, as much as possible, but it's hard to do that if I get home at 4 PM and it's like, do I stream at all? Or do I just take the evening off knowing that I haven't got that long left? Because this isn't like a 9 to 5 where I'd have a decent amount of time. No, it's getting home at 4, well, 4, and being like from then until about 10 PM ish. That's not as long as I would like. Especially when I normally end up finishing like half 8 anyways. Especially if it's days like this, where it's getting warmer. Because I can feel it getting hot when I've had to shut the window. I don't want to hear the outside world does not want to hear me. Which I know streaming on Twitch makes that really ironic. But you get what I mean, right guys? Oh, Noctowl. Still yet to have anything. No ghost form, no psychic form, nothing. It and Satu are just left there in limbo. Like they need a new evolution. Permanent evolution. And this way they're not gonna get one. I mean, considering what, yeah, Pidgeot is the only one, well, was the only one, only regional bird to have gotten anything. Because Swallow didn't get one when anything, and they did the Hoenn remakes. And for new evolutions, neither of them were chosen to receive one. But yeah, it wasn't until ZA when they made Mega Survivor. Yeah, I guess based on popularity, it is gonna be up there. But it's the fact that you did Pidgeot and then didn't do any others at all. Swallow could have easily been a better option for Hoenn. And I guess when we somehow eventually get Gen 5 remakes, they aren't gonna have to be like, are we gonna do anything for the Pokemon in them? They didn't do that for Gen 4 remakes. Really all they didn't do that. I think probably it's because, well, they treated it like the Gen 2 remakes where they were the main focus. No, that doesn't work either. Because both times, for any of the remakes, they were never like the focus point of the new region really, well, new generation. Gen 3, okay, the first one, I can understand why they wouldn't want to add any new ones in. Seeing the Gen 2 already did that. And then, okay, well, I guess we go by same generation. Why Huggles have most of them planned. And then even Gen 6. Okay, that did bring in new stuff for the Hoenn games. That wasn't even in X and Y. So then why was it when it came to the Gen 4 remakes that instead of making them good, they decided let's make them worse? I'm not even trying to make any new forms for the Pokemon either. If they were willing to do it for the Hoenn remakes, why not also do it for the Gen 4 ones as well? Many options to go for, and they said no. Is it because Legends Arceus was just gonna come out anyway, and like those are the better options to go for? Even though I want to say that pretty much all of the Hisuian forms do not concern Gen 4 Pokemon at all, making that point completely redundant. Well, yeah, no, because it completely different starters and stuff like Linigant, Stanler, Braviary. I mean, I guess you could say the legendaries of the Argo Palkia did get new forms, and that's it. But that was just in Legends Arceus, which I've not picked up since, because I thought it was going to be the best Pokemon game ever. And I was severely disappointed. I mean, probably because I was trying to play like an actual Pokemon game when it's not meant to be played like that. Right, here it is. What? Was that just a thing in Diamond and Pearl then? That... What if I go into a building? But I thought this was a thing. Am I misremembering, or was it just a Diamond and Pearl thing where that happened? Okay, I'm confused. Maybe it was just the DP thing. It's been a room. I don't care, then why am I trying to yawn? Oh wait, I've been up since like 4:05 in the morning. I don't like it. I have to also drink some water as well. Because I already thought I drank enough today, really. I guess not. And this just adds more and more pages, because I think no, it does not. One of these would like give me like the page for the Alga. Okay then. Oh, do you have any Pokemon left? Oh no, that looks like Celebi's race resting place. What meaning of Go right ahead, matey boy. I'm just gonna switch immediately. I don't know enough to mention this as more. Because of the surgery I had earlier this week, I am trying to lose weight. And I know drinking alcohol that is just However, it does not help in that at all. Like you're saying that no one can have a cheat day at all? Or that it's alcohol, it's bound to happen? But my way of doing that is the arm cars. Plus, no pot pies, no sausage rolls, no energy drinks, and no fizzy drinks. And eventually trying to do what I'm not having chocolate cereal. Got cold as well. Well, chocolate cereal, breakfast, and maybe go bacon and egg. See if that will actively help. I don't know if it will. I don't have any scales in hand to know if I have. And also, considering the situation that really, you get cut off hand, I miss. I don't know how much of it will help, but I will definitely say getting rid of energy drinks. Oh my god, that's gonna be a save. Especially because I had the sugary one, the Pacific Punch, it's quite sugary. So yes, cutting that out, and fizzy drinks, and sausage rolls, and pork pies, outside of some cases where they're necessary, where one of the main foods not great, so I added just 2 pork pies in there for that day. And I know at work I do occasionally have some cake and croissants, I know there's that. I will try to reduce what I have, and hopefully with the extra exercise I'm doing, it will be much better. How much? I don't know. I just don't want to pay a gym membership. Let's investigate this and the talk to by Cyrus shows a course. I guess not yet. Okay, all the Solutian ruins, do they look very similar to this? I want to say. That's another spaceman! Because I don't know what weight I am, but I do not look good at all. With the clothes on, yes, but as soon as I sit down, I feel the fat. I can physically hold in everything, it's like dying. So I want to be a lot lighter, but metabolism is a bastard. And because I was not blessed with high metabolism, trying to get that to increase, it's not the best. And we have a Cyrus farm, which I thought was outside. I guess not. Yeah, I have no real good options here. The best I have is Walton, which is going to be fun later on when it's a Weavile. Oh my! How are you getting that free? Yeah, let's use a really expensive item on this. What more it's supposed to be. Just a full heal. I was expecting it to have Night Slash or something, really. Yeah, if I'm struggling this much now, because of one freeze, the rest of the fight are not gonna go well. Okay, well, you can do that again. I can just make you even slower. I mean, the problem is I still want to heal because that's not over half. And Sneasel has like a speed of sound like 195 or 115. It's very fast, which is why I don't think even 2. Of course it is enough, even though it shouldn't be. That was only the first Mon as well. Oh, number 36. Nope. This is not Solomon. And they're gonna have Bite or Crunch? I don't know. I wish I had Psychic right up now. I guess Psybeam will have to do. Oh, with a critical hit, absolutely will do. Barry. Well, you have had these feigns attack, which is annoying. That wasn't even a critical hit either. I only expected it to be because it is a Murkrow. You need a Citrus Berry, do you? I don't think it is gonna use a flying move. But I don't. I drew a pet though. Of course it does. Right, bring on the wall. My only option available. I mean, okay, Rotom is there, but I just expect to be outsped. After that, Rotom doesn't do enough damage. Let's risk it. It did not pay off. How dare you? Okay, so I am faster, but it would not have been a safe switching at all. Because, yeah, I wouldn't have been one shot by Fan Attack. So even though I did win, took a heavy loss from that. But when half your team is just weak to dark, all these cannot really do much against the dark type. It's bound to happen. And we finally have Surf. Meaning we can actually just go around the region and completely ignore Canalay City. which is what I realistically plan to do. A lot of trainers, a lot of items. Wouldn't mind getting, honestly. Even though I don't have strength yet. Which does suck. Oh, hi, Cynthia. Fancy meeting you here. Does that mean... Well, unless the bomb... Yeah, the bomb doesn't go off until we beat the 6th game, actually. See, that part should be true for every scalper trying to monopolize the market should not be acceptable. But I guess if it's a free market, they're kind of allowed to do that. That's how some it is. They don't care. As long as they make money. Make a tiny profit, then they're fine. Even if I did read a story recently, or at least I saw an Instagram post about it. I don't know how true it is, but I suppose there'll be someone selling some of this like stuff. Well, sending some of their stuff to a company to be graded. Only to find out that within like the next few days, oh, they've been sold on TikTok Live. What? How the hell does that even happen? I'm sure if it wants to happen again, either you don't trust them or make sure that they're not going. It's like you put a signature on them or something in such a way that don't damage it, but that you know it's yours. It's just really scummy. Like, holy hell. And it's arguably not even an isolated incident either. Also, never really is. You sort of hope it is, but then you realise it's not going to be, is it? Not with how the world is. As long as I don't know what the hell is happening with it right now. We're just in that state of mind. We want things to change. We know they can. But will they? And it may be changing for other aspects of the world, but it's your aspect of the world going to change. Because as of right now, I feel like it's not improving. Not if, as of right now. I don't know if it's still going on with it. Because there was only like, what, one article I could find on it. Of like them supposedly adding Prime Video to the list of stuff needed for the TV license, even though it's an American company and not like it's British owned in any way. By how much I hate CEO for his scummy taxes and everything. Yes, it's mainly because of paying Amazon Prime just so I can get stuff done up, okay? But I'm using Twitch as of right now, and I did turn the thing off in the settings so that it wouldn't be trying to train off of me. Problem is that I don't know if that's just gonna magically turn back on. I mean, I'm gonna have to check again because it is somewhat hidden away annoyingly. It's not like you have to go into accounts and stuff and security problems. It's like all the way at the bottom. Luckily, yes, it is still turned off because there was some controversy at some point of like it can supposedly turn itself back on. It's not done that for me right now. I'm fine. I can't say the same for anyone else. But I also hate that aspect as well. I wish it would go away. I wish we didn't have it. at this rate, no. If companies end up loving it so much, then it's really not gonna go away. No, I don't know if, like, well, unless because even if these other countries try to actively get it banned, people will just find a way to get around it. They always do. Or just ban it in such a way so that companies cannot use it at all. And then for there to be like a punishment for actively using it. And also just make it so that art cannot be used for it, because well, the stance is currently general good 101. Anything involving art at all, that's like image creation, films and games, or even TV shows, I guess in some cases, it should not be using any factor of that at all. And the stuff that it actually is used for is hardly used for that at all. Content is really bloody annoying. Oh, the world is. Oh, I mean, part of it is because I never got to experience what it was properly like to live in the year 2000. Of which there was a proper way of knowing. Because I was young in the 2000s. I never got to experience what it was actually like. Now I'm having to experience the 2020s. As an adult, I'm like, okay, but what was it like 20 years ago? Was it actively better? I mean, different, because I wouldn't be doing this, because it wasn't a thing. So the 2000s would be the era of the PS2, the GameCube, Dreamcast, original Xbox. It would be way before the time. Okay. If we go by the year 2000, Gen 2 would be out. But that's requiring Game Boy Color. Because yeah, it's not 2001, so it would not have been the turn of the Game Boy Advance at all. Look at how the 2010s went from. I just want to know the 2000s. Or even the year 2000. What was it like? I mean, I know of stuff like the Y2K and everything. I know that. I know Friends was still going on at that point. Lightspeed. Wow, yeah, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue ended that year. He did have Beast Machines. That wasn't the exact high point. X-Men came out that year. Blade 2 would have already... Was that out by then? I want to say Blade was like 98 or something. Blade 2 may have been 2002. Okay, TMNT was not in the best of places because it was 3 years before, you know, the 2003 series. It would have been... Would any of the movies, or even would it have existed in the fall? The last rotation I was in, that was like 97. And the third movie would have come out. So yeah, that's not in the best places. Any other... Are there any other TV shows at that time that would have existed? Would have X-Files? Frasier would have been a thing still. That ended in 2004. Okay, Top Gear would have been like in its native final version before the reboot existed in 2002. But kind of, not the version that we know today. I guess the Pokemon anime would have still been going. Especially in 2000, yeah, it would have been full on Johto. Well, either Johto aspect or Orange Islands. Unless that was 99. I think that, yeah, that would have been Dragon Ball GT? My mind's not thinking of literally any other potential TV shows that could have aired at that time. Not that there was already a lot. Well, any of the ones I would have been interested in. No, I can't think of it. I guess Fanny on Parents at that time. Well, Thing would have been there, right? Okay, SpongeBob would have been. Yeah, what are we talking about? X-Men Evolution, I think. One of them that was potentially airing the same time as the first movie. We go to the point of I can't think of any more. Guardians game point is points, isn't it? Level 35 for banana. Ooh, but I don't know what that's from unless it's one like coffee on 64 or something. I just know I've heard it from the Henry Stickmin collection. It's supposedly new like fan news have been made of it. I just have not played them, not checked in a while. It was like, well, the main creator said he was pretty done with the whole series 12. I'll have to change his mind on that, but I think at the time he did say that he wanted to done with it. Like, he did enough work in 2020 to be like, I don't need to do any more. Here is literally every game plus a new one updated all in one go. Now leave me alone. Oh, I have a place actually where we could start. This is a really beautiful song on there. I can definitely understand like why they would not want to have day and night themes for later games. I'm glad they decided to do it for this game. If they do anything, I don't think they. I want to say they did not do anything for TSC, music-wise. I don't think they did. Likely because it's the Game Boy Color is not going to be it's not going to have the capacity to do that. On a DS, Absolutely. And it's platinum, so this is not really slow. Except when I get interrupted. How dare. That is not helpful to me. I'm surprised I don't just sell it all. This time. Give it a thunderbolt. Now, to be brutally honest, as much as I would want to be giving it 2000, it already gets discharge. My wallet boy. The 50. The Giraffe gets nothing. I know I already did give 981 Shockwave. But if it already is able to get discharge as a move, then yeah, it is better to give 981 fuckable really. Because most of the battles are just gonna be single battles and not really affect me as much. I know that was really recent. But if the other can get discharged and anyone doesn't get anything related to that, best available option. Was that? Was that an IMO missing right now? I want to say that was. Just because I didn't want to face the trainer at the time. Yes. Now let's continue avoiding the train and head up north. But then head back down south. And I'm gonna have to use my iron finder as much as possible because I don't remember where the irons are. There's just so many of them. Unless they are right there in the place where I should have been able to find them. Oh, there's more in the places that I can't reach, and that in the miracle scene. It went a long time for that one. The bananas in the front of Tons, so not yet. Oh, I'm saying about it, that would be why. A singular honey. No honey pot, just honey. No, that leaves some very even helpful in this game, to be honest. And what can it really be used on? Because it's not, Levion is not there as an option. I would have to look into the decks and be like, what are the options that you have available to you within the game itself that do use it? Because well, Vinyl Plume and Victory Bell are not in the game at all. Unless Blossom is? Because I was seeing orders somewhere and it is. Executor isn't. So yeah, I can look through this list and be like, nope, none of them evolve. Because Roserade doesn't, because that's a shiny stuff. Aren't even any all that Fire leaf stone? I really want to say the answer is that there's none. You know, it's just one. Because even the new evolutions do not concern the leaf stone at all. Like, but then you want that there is just none that actively do. How long? Oh, the Estevec and the entire reason I came here. Wait. Another honey. Oh, 4 heal. Is it normal for there being this many honeys around here? And that's about as much as I'm gonna be able to get. I'm gonna have to buy a few more repels. And sell some stuff. And I'm running low. Yeah, I do have a decent amount of stuff that sounds, especially 14 of the honeys. Yeah, only 700, that could have been a whole lot better. Oh, yeah, I don't need that. That's an evolution that I obviously don't care about if I'm not using for it. Up to 223,000. Okay, about 230,000 I got from that. Can I squeeze out any more? Yes, I can actually. I am not even struggling with cash. Great. I mean, mostly because I've not really had to spend that much time catching it. And now we're back down to below. I may have said I was coming in here for only pounds, but clearly if I have access to everything else, I don't know what I'm gonna go for. But yeah, I was gonna sell these as well. Don't need them anymore if I have foils. Oh god, no. And now back up into the Vinegar firework. Iron works. But I think it's just gonna be 5 times over and over again. Which is why I have a problem with Earthquake. Oh, fine. I don't think there's really ever been a time when you get surf and the world hasn't just opened up the. I mean, it's nice in this game. I already have fly, unlike in Emerald, where you get surf and realize, oh, I have to surf everywhere, and I don't have fly to make this any easy. When every other game, you know, allows you to get fly before you get surf. It's just Hoenn is the odd one out. But yeah, okay, it is definitely going to be your oyster in a way. But limited, well, it makes it you have to go the long way around to get anywhere. A damn yellow shard. Oh, I know I'm home, especially right now. Which is why if the stream at some point just end earlier than it should. That'll be why. It's getting really, really hot, and I'm not wanting to be able to stream, or it would just stop. Periodically. You're not a fire type, you're even a steel type. What are you doing here? If you're one phone, I'd understand. Give me a minute. Going in the sweat. All I did was just get a towel. So I just wear the sweat is going on my head right now. It's underneath all my thighs. God, it's so bad. I'm just gonna continue though. But that's the thing, because well, with how my shorts are, like I can't get them to really extend further. But also, if I try to put trousers on, then that's too much. Because my body just really it does not like the heat. Which I guess is why whenever I'm on holiday. Oh, okay, maybe I'm sunk a bit too low now. But whenever I am on holiday, I am often the one in the pool the most because it's already a hot day all the time. And the pool is going to be the best place to go. Especially if it just keeps on happening underneath the thighs as well, so it's really itchy because it just creates a line. As of where the shorts originally did rest at. All these were rested on the chair. So it's just really, really annoying. I am running out of the lemonades. I mean, to be fair, they're reaching in the moo stages, so it's fine. Oh, I went in and I was going to long way around and get back out. This is obviously what something for doing wrong with stream. It's the fact that my arse just gets really, really itchy. Because of how much I've had to sacrifice myself. Especially right now. Are you sure what's going on right now? Answer my arms. So itching. I'm back. Towel. Hopefully that will do something. No, it's not just a short time, no, because I could easily change them and it still might happen. But at least this is a steel type around here. I could turn around with this one, no. The legs are still itchy. Putting the towel underneath has not helped. Yeah, I cannot, under these circumstances, do long streams at all. Just can't. I just get too hot and sweaty. If I look at the weather right now, 19 it says, and it feels a lot harder than that. But it's 19 and it's 9 PM. It should be at least 5 lower than that. It isn't. I really do want to get the safe gym done. I mean, there's a lot in the way, which is why I went the long way around to make it extremely independent. Doubt it's gonna happen, but the thing is up there. Okay, well it seems like some people are actually wanting to do the peak at 10 PM. Okay, well I guess we can find out what happens. I've never played it. Maybe probably because of how my weight is and where the fat goes, especially on the Thunder Fries and everything, it just makes the heat worse. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to actively reduce that. It just takes time because being shredded within a week doesn't happen. I know I'm not just gonna dehydrate myself just to make it look like I'm better than I actually am. We're not doing that. Just, you know, the workouts and also eating less. But I was able to work last time. Yes, I want to go into that one. Then I can go back out. Get the rocking sets. Not what I was expecting. Conrad. With a Magmar that is in the same level as me. And okay, yeah, I'm not surprised. I am surprised at how little I did though. Because this is a Pokemon that is a betrayer to the single Sagemon club twice. Just rub it in. It got a baby form and Gen 2 and then got a full evolution in this game. So yeah, full on betrayer. But also just funny that it does tell me you can only use Magmar for this type of play in Gen 1 only. That's the only one you have an option in. I'm not counting 5 and Leaf Green, really. Yeah, you have to wait that long to be able to get a flamethrower. Seems a bit long, to be honest. Even more money. I should have gone that way round. Maybe I can. The red jump. But also, I can very much just go this way, which I did not try to when I had access to cut before. I'm not collecting them, but thank you anyways. What's that? I've done. Yeah, I've never really done that in a playthrough or Pokemon game on this channel, pretty much at all. Because that's been done time to death. I'd rather do the challenges. A bit more fun. Or this one. Wouldn't expect me to be using the trophies in the playthrough at all. But under this is one of my best options. Can I do anything as it's in the city? There's not much down on one of them. There's potentially some stuff I can go to. Oh yeah, there is at least an item in Pastoria City. Oh, nice boats. Even if they are completely stopping me from exploring the outer beaches of this map. Shit. There is nothing down here. And what is the point? To troll someone like me to go down there thinking that there is something when there isn't? Right. So there could potentially be something down this path. I know there is for later on involving rock climb, but is there anything I can get without rock climb? Okay, there is this one land. But what is it for? Why is it there? I don't remember ever finding this train in my life because it's so remote. More XP, I'll take it. Especially with how the children could like it go. I mean, Silver's this goes. That's the annoying part. So all I have is Earthquake. if some of them happen to have levitate or use magnifies, I'm not gonna be happy. Because I don't have a fire move or fire move really to speak of. Unlike the actually no, the fire move that I would be able to get, Drain Punch or something, is not happening for a long time. Okay, so when it gets to 9, about 15 minutes or so, or 20, roughly, I'll put the stream on hold so we can set everything up. And to call one of my nemesis. Because it's a water type that isn't weak to grass. How novel. Considering how hard it can be to make a grass type not weak to fire. I mean, you have to make it a water type, and that's one Pokemon so far. So I'm not holding my breath for them to do it again. Yeah, I'm just not even then for the ice gym. Oh god, then that's not gonna go well. I mean, I have counters at Frost Lands, but they're not the best. I know Steel Wing is there, but it's on a Pokemon that's quad weak to it. Like quad weak to ice. So that's actually gonna be a bit of a struggle. And I have no fire move because the fire move is after a Pokemon that can learn the fire move is afterwards. I didn't know what was happening by the time I didn't realize it was too late. Oh, come on. That did next to nothing. AD attack. Surely this should be doing a lot more than it. Unless because of me, it won't. This is actually not really necessary anymore. I'm outpacing quite a few of the Pokemon, so definitely I'll go rid of her. Can never do the damage output though. So I don't know why the special attack of fail was necessary to use Screech. I'm. Is it that? Is it Fake Tears the one that does that for special defense? It could just. I don't know, unless it can't learn it. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm slower than Aphelion. It's so forgettable, it and Luminion, that they're not getting anything at all. I mean, hardly any Gen 4 Pokemon have. Which is kind of the problem of like, they're already either powerful or already new evolutions. I'm not saying that you can't have some options because you have quite a few bugs. And I Bibao, Luxray, Murderay obviously doesn't count. Like, you can be able to. Wow, the fossils are not going to really get anything. Not as many as you would think, and they still don't really give much to when the problems survive. There we go. The everything in that miracle seed. Oh, that's not necessarily. I already sold a water stone as well. Kind of weird that one is there when you. Like, if you were planning to use the water type that balls via water like before, you would have already found the water in the first place in the ruins. Can I not go any further? No. But I think all of that was necessary to get the big pearl. Why does this need to be blocked off? I don't know. But there's still an item I'm missing. I do not know how to get. Oh, unless it's just down there. Oh good, I actually have a Pokemon with a lightning move up front. So this gathers to know what it looks like. It feels like to be struck by lightning. Isn't it so lucky? Yeah, I don't think you liked it. On another one. that far. I don't think I did. Apart from thinking, just not really have much of my legs on the chair, just sit like this. It's the best way I can do it. I know what someone is going to think. Someone is likely going to say, just get a cushion. Well, I've tried that, and that arguably just makes things worse. So, then like this, best opportunity, the best option. Even though it's giving me a cramp in my leg. Oh. And then it's psychic. Give me a minute as I try to ease off this cramp. That happens. Always the left leg as well. Is that all of us here? Is that all she wrote? And there was nothing else. There's nothing up this way. Not gonna be any water room here. Across our homes, like the only place I can think of. Nope, there's nothing there. Wait, I thought there was only something. Why haven't these pathways? There's no hidden item around here? Because that's made to look like there is something, but there isn't. I wonder if the only other one I can think of is below Sanjin Town. Because the one for Jubilife is just over that way. And there's not going to be one up there unless there is the rest of the cave. But I will see what I can do in the cave. Ah, this music likely heard a lot of times when you're trying to catch a legendary. Oh, there is this bit actually that I forgot about. The HP up. What was that I just felt? So yeah, I don't know how far this goes because I just don't ever explore the Ravage Path. But it could just be a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, that maybe. I think there's a whole lot of nothing, and that none of my team can learn it. Oh, 108 can weirdly learn it. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Do I need it though? Million dollar question. Because it only has Mark 2. I know you could say Phase Attack and Scan Sneak are not entirely necessary, but there are certain Pokemon that just happen to be immune to one and not the other. And there's the Your Night, full on unexpected. At some point, if I've been away for too long. Why does it need these 6 Rock Smash? Don't. Unlock incense. I already have an amulet. Then again, can you get this before the amulet coin is a thing? Potentially, if you decide to come back here. Actually, no. Because you need stuff to get here in the first place, so I don't know why that's sitting all the way back there, but it is. I don't know, we can go south of Sanjin Town, but I at least want to get to Canalay before 9:15. And then I don't know what's gonna happen for the game itself, but I'm at least gonna likely just end the stream there. I mean, then I normally would, just because I would want to sort my ass out. Despite how weird that phrasing is. Honestly, it's how I end up feeling whenever I'm trying to play Soldier Republic now. It's just too hard to do anything. I don't have anything. I have a single tower fan on me, okay? It's nice when I put my hand to it, but it's not really covering the rest of my body because it's not large enough. Yeah, of course, they faded away right before I was about to go into water. Okay, so is it just one away that's not? Yeah, the only one that has not gone to level 37. Although I'm pretty sure I did look up like Zap, Player Magnet, the 9 of them I have. I don't know what you've got. But there we go. So simple Remoraid that is one level off from evolving. Do they just have Vaporaids? Was it the same one? Why do I feel like this Shadow Sneak is not gonna be enough? Yeah, I had a feeling. I was curious. Okay, then one should have evolved, and yet has not. Why'd you have bullet seed? What good is that gonna do you? Against a dark ghost type, I was about to say dark and ice, and my eyes are not wanting to stay open. There be the Gyarados. My foot stopped being the edgy one now. Please. Great, none of my body was wanting to itch. I don't know why it's me specific as a thing. My one position I tried to put them in is inevitable. Unless because it's like hot level or something, I don't know. I ain't gonna upgrade my deck in a weird way. I mean, that is kind of helpful, but not all of them have gender differences. It'd be great if they did, but they don't. Oh yeah, it doesn't sound as upbeat. It's more melodramatic. So, because of the time, what I'm gonna do is stand outside of the Pokemon Center and then just here, maybe we'll be able to get something going. Or maybe just put a stream on soundboard situation that I cannot be heard. So, for viewers, ciao for now. Actually, I don't know about what I'm saying, camera not doing. So, now, and everyone else.